Alrighty then. Let's get this show on the road. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with my players. Ellie.
Hi.
Kirv.
Hello.
Mortar.
Hello.
Romulus.
Hello.
And Vinny.
Hello.
I also just realised I need to turn Dan down a bit on the stream side of things. Let's turn you down to that. That should be better. Let's try that again. Mortar.
Hello.
Ah, that's a bit better. Perfect.
Cool.
Okay. So, I think we'll just get straight into this, given the slightly late starting nature. But there were disclaimers that needed to be said behind the scenes, as well as a little bit of planning, because it's going to be a little bit of a key session today, you could say. With that being said, let's begin this. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you all here with us as we begin to unravel what comes next. Last session, our party of adventurers, Beau, Ellie, Carvern, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, had taken a much-needed long rest, during which nothing untoward happened, to their knowledge anyway. With the strange arrival of a not seemingly homeless person outside the house, the party went to investigate. With Vinny and Kirv being the front-runners on this, there was a little bit of miscommunication, and a combat ensued, the party taking some damage and, equally so, inflicting some to this untoward, heavy-plated Dwar individual. Some realization happened thanks to some detect thoughts that Ellie had been keeping up at that time, and realized that this was in fact someone who had been sent to escort you and to assist in the matter at hand of protecting Carol. With this truth revealed, and the seemingly homeless person in fact a friend, we return to the early morning, the sun rising in the distance, otherwise casting a kind of a pale pink across the landscape here, as long shadows are still forming from the early dawn. And now that the combat is out of the way, the escort quest begins. So, this was your predetermined and chosen marching order from last session, with Roni in the front, followed by a row of left to right, Carvern, Vinny, Mortar, and Oro. Then you had Terador in the centre of this little block at the back, with Carvern on the right, or not Carvern, Kirv on the right, Beau on the left, Carol's hidden in the middle, thanks to invisibility and a death ward, and with Ellie and Romulus at the back. With that in mind, it is noted that Mortar and Kirv are both disguised as Carol at this time, as you begin to make your way out onto the street, and try to make an expedient, almost motion or moval towards your destination. So, I guess we should begin with who would like to make a survival check to begin with, or lead the survival check. I will say that Mortar, Vinny, and Ellie are the only three that could perform this, given your knowledge of the city, to head to the Sunnyside Teahouse.
I do have a plus
4.
I have a plus 10 to survival. So I can do it, but I feel like in terms of the roles that we're trying to fill, does that give me away as maybe something more than what I am if I'm leading?
Potentially.
Oh yeah, that's actually a valid point.
So what
Vinny,
about
what's your survival?
Vinny? Yeah.
Only +3, so you're welcome to go ahead if you would like.
Okay. Is there any way I could try to disguise this as much as possible? In terms of me Oh no, hold on. We have telepathic bond, don't we?
We've got telepathic bond up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. In which case, then, yeah, I can just give
you all have
instructions to
telepathic
that.
bond. And remind me, how many people can you bond with telepathic bond?
Is it 9?
I think.
Oh, hold on. I can't communicate with telepathic bond because of my ability.
Okay, fair. Yes.
I'm the only one who can't.
I think it was only Beau, Carvern, who weren't involved in it?
How many people can it
Well, you
hit?
I'm
can
trying-
give somebody else
need
my
to-
spot, to be fair, if
I
that
need to look
works.
it up. Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Telepathic bond. 8
Well,
willing
in the meantime, I'll
creatures.
roll.
So excluding Oro, we have hold
Okay.
on, I'm just going to double check. Is that 8 willing creatures including you? Telepathic bond. You forge a link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, linked each other to all the others during the duration. So you have to include yourself in the count. Okay. So we have Ellie,
I think it was
Romulus,
everyone
Kirv,
except
Vinny,
Beau.
Beau, Carvern, and Mortar and Carol. So you can get everyone except
Well,
Oro.
I can't be in it because of my
Well, this would
mental
have
ability.
been done while you were still in the house
This was
before you
before.
left. So this is a matter of this would.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, okay, cool. No worries then.
Okay, cool.
And the total for the check was 19
For what was this, survival?
for the survival. Yeah.
Okay. So leading the way and heading down the streets and the thoroughfares in the aims to get there as quickly as possible. You follow some of the main markets as you're beginning to move. I would like everyone in the party, as this will be a full group check at this point, I would like everyone to roll me their choice of performance, deception, or persuasion.
Why did it start with P?
Deception doesn't begin with P.
I'm going to
Yeah,
activate my third psychic imbue.
But perception does.
I'm going to go with. Yeah, I'm going to go with my third psychic imbue.
Could you just run me through what that was again? Deception.
Deception, performance, or persuasion.
Deception.
Basically, most of the charisma-based checks. It's just a matter of how well you're able to keep up the facade. Given that this would effectively encompass all three, I'm allowing people to use what is best to them, because the DC for this is quite high, because there are certain people in your party who are not good at this. Looking at you, Romulus and Oro.
So,
There's no-
Chris,
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry. go
sorry. All I was going to say was full transparency. I'm using my third psychic imbue to give myself advantage with perception checks. So that's why I'm rolling with it.
I'm going to be using an inspiration because I only rolled a 4,
Ooh,
and this
that's pretty
seems
good.
important.
Okay. What were you going to say, Romulus?
Yay, a 5.
I'm just currently trying to work out if I have anything that can give me advantage on this because I'm just working at a -1 currently.
Do any of your runes give you advantage on persuasion? I can't remember it. I know that some of them do, but I don't know if you have those ones currently. Because you have one that
Pretty
gives
sure
you
the
insight.
Made
or
Out
I've
perception,
got
isn't it?
you know what? I've got advantage on deception.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
So I will.
I'll be rolling performance.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's any particular benefit to using different rolls versus the same ones across the group, but
Nope, it's more
I've
of just
wired
whichever
to-
Well,
whichever
it
you're
was
best
a-
at and you would prefer, because there are some people who are going to have good rolls and some people who are going to have bad rolls. And this versus a
I'm
relatively
going to
high
spend a
insight.
luck point on that one.
Okay.
I was going to say we should enjoy the chance to choose while we can, because I
Yes.
get the feeling we won't be able to choose forever.
No, this is true. This is
Hey,
one of your
hey,
main group
Chris?
checks here.
Mm.
I don't suppose Romulus got an inspiration at any point last session.
No, inspirations we're giving out for people who continued a film quote, unfortunately, which is where the inspirations came from.
Well,
Go off
I got a
Dan's
2.
idea, put on the maid dress.
That might undo the advantage that he had, and I see that other role, and I'm like, I don't know if we want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And remember, this is a group check, so I just need at least half of the party to succeed.
Oh, that's true.
Good luck with that.
Okay, so
That looked amazing.
for full transparency, Carol, who has persuasion in this instance, got a 6, so that is one fail.
Oh,
Oro got a 13 because he's not very good at this. That is also a fail. And Carvern got
flying
a...
start.
And Carvern also isn't necessarily good at this, so that is an 8. So that's 3 fails under your belt already. You currently have a party that includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 party members. So you need 5 successes. So if there is more than one failure within the party, that is a failure on this skill check.
fuck.
From what people have read
Well-
out, I think we failed.
Well,
Yeah.
let's begin.
Find out.
Let's begin with seeing how things go. Remember, natural 20s count as 2 successes and natural 1s count as 2 failures. So there is a chance if people got really good rolls, but we'll see. So, let's start with the person who I've seen the rolls for, Romulus.
I did definitely fail,
Okay.
but it wasn't a 1 because I had advantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's true. So,
Only
that is...
big rolls in this
So that's
house.
4 failures. Any further failures will result in this failing completely. I haven't rolled for Beau. I'll leave Beau to be the penultimate roll because he gets a +2 on this regardless, which isn't great.
Oh god.
So, Vinny, what did you get?
A 26
That
total.
is a success. Mortar,
21 with deception.
that is a success. Ellie,
6 with deception.
that is a
Oh.
fail. Kirv,
16.
that would have been a success. And Beau got a 14, which would have been a fail. So,
Oh.
as you're moving through the city in this moment, you are moving hesitantly and nervously. You're stepping through. There aren't many people out this early in the morning. There are people who seem to be going down to the shore to potentially begin like fishing and stuff. Given the nature of the just with the sea nearby and the nature of fishing early in the morning being the best time to just head down, this is usual activity. Nothing untoward, nothing strange. As you are traveling though, you are drawing attention because although 2 of you are very good, actually did well and hid most of this, there are 2 of the same person in your group,
Twins.
which seems to be drawing a touch of attention. If it weren't for the fact that there are 2 giant elementals traveling with this group, attracting the attention of any passerby who's looking on. For those who might be looking for Carol, they'll note that there are 2 of them amongst the group. For those who aren't, this is a big entourage of people traveling with 2 elementals, therefore there must be a special person among them. And then they see Ellie. To which, it's not necessarily people are scared of Ellie by any means, but people give a wide berth, given the nature
Those
of
people have nuts of steel.
this entire entourage and what's happening here. As you are continuing on with that, I'm going to note that down. You're traveling just along the thoroughfare in this moment, and you're seeing what looks to be these large groups of people or small groups of people, sorry, that are moving largely towards the coast. There are some people who are kind of opening windows, kind of early morning, pulling curtains back. It is a nice day out today, which is very much helpful in the fact that people are able to enjoy today with the seaside, the sound of seagulls overhead, the general moving back and forth, which is quite happy. And people moving out of your way means that no one can accidentally bump into any of your illusory friends or those affected by magic in this moment. But I would like to ask, is anybody keeping point? And by that I mean making perception checks.
Definitely.
Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
The way this is going to work, as many of you as you would like can make perception checks here. This again is a group skill check, and you have to get above half of you have to get successes in order for it to not be marked as a failure. With that in mind, those of you who are disguised and go to make a perception check, I'm going to need you to make me a deception check to make it look organic and not as more of a panicked look around as opposed to actually keeping an eye. So,
Cool.
who would like to undertake this perception check?
100%.
So Mortar has
Absolutely.
1. Does anybody else want to do this as well?
I can with Jeff because I've got +3 and advantage.
Yeah? Don't forget that
You said only
Filch is
half.
also in the
I-
sky.
You said
Mm,
only half of us need to succeed, right?
I have a +6. Can I?
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you said it's not very busy around at the moment, right?
No, not very busy around at the moment. But if there are people
Okay.
using this time to follow you and act like natural individuals, this would be the perfect time to spot them. Because if they aren't spotted, they can potentially inflict a failure onto your group.
Mm.
They can do things to reveal the state of things and change this, instead of it being a group skill check, to a combat. So using your perception means that you have ways of overcoming these problems. Things like splitting up if you wanted to, moving faster, calling them out, maybe spotting them purposefully so that they move away or leave. Depends on the
So
method you take.
deception for the disguised
Okay.
ones, yeah?
Yes, as well as perception.
Okay.
So
So
I have
perception
a
plus-
+6. I can.
Ooh. That's very
Oh.
good.
What is Filch's stat on perception?
You've got a crow, haven't you?
Yeah.
He has perception
has-
of +3.
+3, yeah,
I
just a
won't risk
+3.
it.
So I got a 24 for deception.
Okay, so hold off on the perception for now,
Yep,
They-
I'll hold off on that for now.
because I need to know. So you'll be fine performing the perception without giving away any extra details. However, it is now a matter of I need to know who or how many are rolling before any announcements are made.
I am.
So we've got
I
Mortar
am.
as one.
Roll.
Ellie, do you
With
say you're
Jeff.
rolling using Jeff?
Yeah, I'll roll with Jeff.
Okay,
I will as
I
well.
think
you will as well.
Romulus also was going to, I think.
Yes, I too would like to do this.
Okay, so with that in mind, you've got the 4 of you. I'm just going to check Beau. Beau has a +8. Do you want Beau
Can
to
anyone
join?
else provide assistance, by the way?
In this instance, this will just be people making flat rolls. There isn't really a way to provide assistance without potentially revealing, without inciting situations. This is more about just people noticing stuff.
Fair enough. Just
What
thought
you
I'd check.
need? A familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
Beau has
+8, did you say? for
Beau
that?
has a +8, so Beau can also take part in this if you'd like.
Nice.
And
Should we get Rem to roll that?
And for reference, Oro has a +12 to this, so Oro can help as well.
Cool.
Nice.
He may be old, but
Fuck
he's
yeah.
good at spotting snacks and drinks. So if you would like, both of them can participate as well, to make it 6.
I think that would be good
Okay.
because, well, frankly, I've got a +6, and that means I'm on the low end. I can dip if you want to go for quality over quantity.
Well, I wonder if there's a benefit to having a couple of people not partake in case there's other things that you guys can do. Because, like, with all of us looking outwards, maybe there's stuff that you guys can do. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
With that in vain,
Is there
with
any
that in
op-
mind,
is there
I will
any-
say there are other checks that can be done alongside this, which will be the second step of this. The first one is perception, to see if you spot anyone. The second step is insight, if you do spot anyone. So you might be more useful in a situation like that, for example.
Oh God, no.
And then the third step after that will be coming up with a method of escape. So it's a 3-parter.
How would you feel about? So part of the thing is we're trying to have people not pay attention to us clocking things, right?
Correct, yes. The first one is that.
Could I do an intimidation check to basically try and
Draw
distract
attention
and
to you.
put people off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that as an option for this first part. So in place of doing
Okay,
perception,
I
you'll
think
be
I'll
using
dip out.
intimidation to keep
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
notice away.
That's good.
Okay.
That's really good.
Exactly, yeah.
Vinny, with the other person with a +6, was there anything in particular you might want to do or save your roll for a follow-up test? Or did you also want to continue
Yeah.
participating?
I might wait in that case. If other people spot something, I have a naturally pretty high insight, which might be more useful.
Oh, that's
or
good.
I can help with looking around, trying to find an escape route.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So,
I
with that-
might skip this one.
Okay. Mortar, go ahead and roll. Ellie, go ahead and roll using
Okay.
Jeff. I would like someone to roll for Beau for me, please, and I'm going to roll for Oro. Okay.
Plus 10 with advantage. Let's go.
Okay, am I also good to roll my
Yes.
intimidation now?
Go ahead and roll your intimidation. This will just be a you doing it on your own roll. This isn't going to count as a success or failure. This is just going to be a general way to filter. So lowering or increasing the DC.
Making use of my mantle, dirty 20.
Okay, so
Nice.
that will lower the DC of the quote-unquote stealth checks of the individuals, if there are any, who may be on-looking.
Okay, and we need a roll for Beau.
Yep, just the one roll for Beau, please.
I'll do that.
Just the one roll, actually.
Yep. That's good. That's a 24 for Beau. So, Beau gets success with a 24. Mortar,
23.
23. That's another success. Ellie,
15.
15. That is unfortunately a failure. Oro got a 17, and with the lowered DC, that is a success. So, 3 successes, 1 failure in this instance. As Jeff isn't able to get really a good bead on the people around, even though Jeff is keeping a general eye, there is a moment where, Romulus, you're kind of looking around and kind of having this looming presence which are causing people to kind of go, okay, this is none of my business, I'm going to carry on with what I was doing, whether that be setting up shop, opening windows, putting laundry out, going down to the shore to start work, or in some cases, waking up. Whatever the case may be, you otherwise manage to filter some of the crowd to look away. But with that in mind, the more watchful members of your group notice that there are what look to be individuals in, it's not really a consistent lock-on, but there are individuals in alleys over who seem to be walking parallel to your group. Now, not necessarily an issue, they might just be individuals who don't know what they're doing if they're walking parallel to you guys. They're heading down to the shore, so they're heading in your general direction as well, in the direction you're headed, sorry. So they might just be going to work and taking a different path. You are heading along the main thoroughfare, but there are other streets and such that are nearby that they can travel through. With that in mind, I would like anyone to perform some form of insight or similar check accordingly.
So we'll point this out to Vinny as we do this. Well, we'll point this out to everybody, what we found.
I would like to be part of the insight check, so that is within my
Yeah,
capabilities
anyone and
of
everyone
insight.
can
I was gonna
perform
say,
these
I'm
insight
not.
checks as they see fit. It's more of a... The DCs adjust depending on how creative you guys want to be regarding this situation.
I have a +5 to insight. Is it worth me doing it?
Is there any downside if anyone doesn't do it? Or anyone does do it? Like,
Well, I suppose it's
like,
another failure,
what is the
chance for
risk?
failure.
So it's a risk. It's a matter of, let's say, for example, only Romulus was doing it in this situation. You have advantage, which is good odds, and you have a decent insight mod, so you'll be pretty good, and you're most likely going to succeed. However, if you roll low, it's an all or nothing. Whereas if you add everyone from your party, it dilutes the success rate, but it means that a bad roll isn't going to destroy your plan.
Okay, so it is worth going for.
So it's one of those that anyone and everyone can do if you feel you are comfortable doing so. Just note that
Great.
the more people there are, the higher that bar for success is. Because of how many people need to succeed.
Do we want to do it with just Vinny and Romulus, or do we want to add another into the mix?
I'm probably going to hold off.
I mean, I can't insight for crap. I've got -1 for that. If there was a way I could get investigation into it, I've got a
Beau
+10.
has a +8 for this. So Beau could be a pretty good shot for this.
If Beau goes for it, then I'll dip out for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And Vinny and Romulus, are you both rolling as well?
Yep, I will be rolling.
Yes.
Okay. Mortar or Dan, could you roll for Beau, please?
Yes,
Using
and it's a +8, yeah?
Yep. One of the blue dice. They're his dice.
You guessed it.
They may betray you, but they are his dice.
Blue dice, you got it.
Yep.
Only a 13.
And
Okay,
Aura,
I am going to
unfortunately,
spend
isn't
another
doing
luck
this.
point to roll a second die.
Okay. Dirty
Okay.
20 from Beau. So 1 success under
Hell
your
yeah.
belt. Romulus?
Oh.
13.
13.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my last luck point.
I saw that 2 into
Oh
a
my
1.
word.
That was rough.
Yeah, that's dismal.
Oh, my heart just sank.
Oh, why?
Jesus.
What is that?
Okay.
What in the world? That's oh my heart.
Vinny's under pressure. He's trying to keep his mum safe.
And he's
Yeah.
realized, and he's just very aware that Mortar's hand is clamping onto him a little too tight, and he's like, "This isn't my mum. This isn't my."
I'll say that
Mortar's looking at him with his mother's face,
in this
talking
moment,
to him with his voice.
and what did you get, Romulus? Sorry.
I got 13. 1-3.
Okay, 13. Okay. With that,
And 13 from me as well.
with a natural 1, 13. That's
It's
insane.
not a natural one.
Ow.
It's
Oh,
an
you get
extra
to
die, and I
choose the
choose
2.
which one to use.
Right. Yeah. So it's a 2. Dang. In this
Oh my
moment,
word.
as you're wandering, you're kind of looking over. You don't get a good look at the people in the other alleyways, unfortunately, and so you can't gauge if there's natural hostility, if they're keeping an eye or anything. Beau seems suspicious, but the two of you, in this moment, you feel like if they were assassins, they might have acted already. There wouldn't be a reason for them to kind of tail on behind you, or they would presumably have a better line of sight on you than this current situation. So you're not as suspicious about them in this moment, but you do also feel uneasy about them being there. So I'll say that you have this uneasiness that will be marked as a group failure, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are or aren't hostiles towards you. So, with that, you continue on your path. And as you're continuing on, kind of seeing this and being slightly distracted in this moment about what's going on, you begin to see people turning off to the left from here. And as you get a bit closer, you're kind of seeing what exactly this might be. And Filch gives you this heads up curve as Filch just kind of says as a telepathic bond, "Hey, just so you know, they're doing something with the road up ahead." And as you're getting a bit closer, you can see that there are kind of these metal barricades that are put off. There are what look to be piles of dirt and stone, and what look to be individuals in the equivalent of high-vis with hard hats on, and they seem to be working at with what looks to be this large metal pipe that is on the back of a car, and they're kind of in the process of moving it. You suspect that this is to do with the waterworks that you had the letter for the previous day.
And this was over the bond, so everyone knew that, right?
So everybody knows this, yeah. Yeah. Seems to be that this, from a kind of a bird's eye view, as it were, from Filch's perspective, you can see all of this in this situation. As you're beginning to get closer to it, you can follow the crowd to the left, or you can try and take a side alley either way. What would you like to do?
The side alleys are where our potential followers are, right?
Correct, yes. Yeah, there seems to be a natural diversion leading to the left, which then leads into some of the other thoroughfares that lead further down to the beach. It's just the main one that you'd have to basically go around the roadworks.
Okay.
Less than 12 hours notice for major construction. Gonna have to complain to the city council.
That is true.
Well, you were given the letter at like 8 p.m. and it's about 7 p.m., so it's not that bad.
Hmm. Hmm.
And who knows, they might have been handing out these notices early and you were just one of the last neighbourhoods they got to. But fair.
I don't really want to go down that side, Ari.
No, I don't either.
No.
So following the main thoroughfare, kind of the diversion.
Unless we're
Yeah,
able
is it more?
to-
I guess it's more crowded over there. How bad is it?
It's not necessarily like it's the same rough crowdedness that you're dealing with. It's just you're basically merging two of the main roads into one another for a temporary moment before you can split off and continue down the way that you were traveling.
I mean, how blocked off does the road look, and how far along do the actual waterworks look like?
The
they've
waterworks
gone?
look
Does it
like they
just
have.
started?
The waterworks look like they're working on a junction, so theirs will look to be these two metal barricades that are kind of cutting it off where it would be a T-junction, where you'd be able to just continue going down or be able to turn left to kind of intersect with other streets. The straight ahead option is just cut off at that T-junction, so it's now just a right-hand turn. And the roadworks are happening in the immediate vicinity, and you can see that they have basically dug up all of the road just in like a large strip from one end of the road to the other. Not lengthways, sideways, sorry. So if you were to basically barrel through them, the roadworks, and go over, you'd just have to jump maybe a 5-foot gap. But you'd create a scene, there might be issues with that. And they've basically piled up dirt and stone, which they've otherwise had to remove in order to get access to this pipe. Plus, there's a lot of equipment behind as well. So you'd be dealing with difficult terrain and maneuvering around, breaking your formation, potentially losing one another. There's a lot of complications involved, perhaps, but it is worth noting.
I mean, the way that we could potentially get around that pretty quick is, Ellie, your name seems to hold quite a lot of weight in this place. Is there any point in showing some ID and saying that you're in an emergency and that you need to cross?
I mean,
Do you reckon that will work?
we could do, but again, it's a construction zone, so I don't know.
Dirt and stone and
really
metal
need-
barricades don't tend to move out of the way for high-ranking individuals. If let's say, for example, our current Prime Minister decided, I'm going to go down this road where there's roadworks, they're going to get stuck in cement. So
Yeah, but Ellie has a earth elemental.
This is true. So you could all walk across Terador to get to the other side, but there's still piles of dirt and stone in the way, and Terador can glide through them, but can't move them any better than the rest of you. Terador's more of a horse than anything else. As much as the body is that of a cat, he doesn't have the digging claws in the same sense. He has the ability to meld with stone and dirt.
Okay, well, I'm easy either way in terms of which direction we go.
My vote is for taking the detour, not through the alley.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think what we should do is try and be more proactive about warding anyone from approaching us while we're going through.
Okay.
Okay.
So following the detour.
Yeah, I'm down to the detour.
Okay. As you're following the detour, let's see. Okay. Mortar.
Yo.
As the group is otherwise going kind of around the corner, following this detour, you hear this almost slight high-pitched whining sound momentarily. It's not enough of a warning to let you know what happened, or to give you any way to react to what happens next. But as you send out the telepathic message... Actually, no, because you're blocked off from everyone else, aren't you, telepathically? Wasn't it?
Well, telepathic bond, you said, was established beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But does your psychic imbual prevent any messages to or from, or is it just...
It prevents... hold on, let me just get the wording right for you.
So say I'm fine with it working if it's a matter of it's predetermined beforehand and you get to choose, but...
While imbued with this discipline, you can block telepathy.
So then in which case you would still be able to communicate via telepathic bond. Okay. You otherwise send out kind of this almost emergency warning to the rest of your group as you're all alerted to this current situation, as there is a blast of energy below you that otherwise shoots upwards. Okay. I would like a Constitution saving throw for Terador and Roni, please.
So was
I would
this,
also like a Constitution saving throw from Vinny and Mortar.
So I heard this, yeah?
You heard almost this high-pitched whine, followed by, as you kind of sent out a message of like, hold on, something's happening to the rest of the group, and then the thing happens. Unfortunately, with the failures you had and walking straight into one of their traps, you weren't able to react in time. So,
Okay.
Constitution saving throw for Vinny, Mortar, Roni, and Terador, please.
And they get the bonus if they're...
Oh shit, yeah.
Yes, they do.
What's your bonus?
+6.
Yes.
Oh my word. So
Very
I've
good,
got a
very
plus,
good.
I've got a plus 14 to this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thank God.
That is a... Oh, they both got exactly the same. Cool. 15.
15, okay. And
No,
Vinny?
16, sorry.
16, okay.
13 from me.
13, okay. As this surge of whatever it is happens, you all feel it in this moment, but it affects each person differently. So,
Sorry, I got a 21.
That's fine. So you'll be fine on this regard. As
did Vinny or Ellie fail?
in this instance, both. I'll say. Do you get to know if they fail beforehand, or
I don't know.
is this with the dice?
I just play this game, man. Invigoration. When you fail a saving throw, you may use this feature. So I would need to know if I failed it.
Okay.
Before I can use
So you have succeeded. Vinny has failed.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to invigorate Vinny to have a reroll.
Okay. So Vinny, go ahead and have the reroll.
Okay.
Better.
A bit better. That's a 21.
21. That will be a
Nice.
success. So, in this moment, as this energy surges from below, you all feel it wash over you as a master spell hits all of you. Mortar and Kirv, you are no longer disguised. Additionally, Vinny and Mortar, your 2 items are artifacts, so they get a save against this. And they are not dispelled.
Shit.
Everyone else's magic items are mundane items for the next 10 minutes. Terador and Roni are gone. Carol and the Death Ward and Invisibility are gone, and as this master spell kicks off, there is a beam of light that shoots upwards. You all feel this as your armor becomes weighty, weapons become heavier, armor almost begins to become loose, not otherwise clinging to your bodies. Vinny, your armor, which is cursed to otherwise cling to your body, begins to go slackened, and I believe as part of it, you begin to take damage while wearing it. In this moment,
Holy shit.
I'm going to ask everyone to roll for initiative here, as this is going to be a key moment, as an ambush has successfully gone off, and unfortunately with the failed rolls, they were prepared for all of you as you begun to make your turn down the street.
So I still have advantage on initiative because of my
I'll actually move this back a bit,
precognition.
because you would have had Roni there.
Thank goodness for that.
So, it seems
My word.
they were ready for this.
Hmm.
So you say initiative?
Yes, initiative all the way. I now need to I need to spawn in tiles. You know what? I'm just going to use these tiles because it is apt and accurate, because I forgot to prepare these.
Kirv wasn't paying attention. She was picking her nose. She got a 6.
Don't worry how many tiles that sounds like. It's not that many, I'm sure. And did I remember to import the other tile ahead of time? I've got it. Whether you'll be able to see it will be another matter. We'll have to figure that out if we get there. So, with that in mind, I guess now comes the time for the important question. 25 plus.
Oh, apologies.
I should roll for Beau as well. I also need to roll for Oro and Carvern and Carol. Oro got a decent roll. Shame his dex sucks. So that's a 17. Hold on, let me get this properly sorted out. Oro and Carol need to join the initiative order. So Oro got a 17. Carol, no, that was Carvern's roll. Carvern got a 17. Oh, she has advantage because of Feral Instinct. 17. And then Carol. Okay. Carol got an 18. Good job, Carol.
Well,
Okay, so 25 or more.
27.
Romulus
Damn.
being sensible with bodyguard
Hell
juice.
yeah.
Romulus with the nat 20.
Yeah,
I
fair
was about
enough.
to say.
Oh, I also just looked at Beau's roll. Beau also got a natural 20. So
Oh, damn.
Beau got a
okay.
35.
God.
Man, it'll be sad to see him
Jesus
go
Christ.
when he chooses to protect Carol instead of be with the party. Okay.
oh,
Okay. 25 to 20.
24.
24 on Mortar. 20 to 15.
15.
15. Oof. What did you
Oh.
roll?
3.
Oh.
Oh.
15 to 10?
10.
10, and then Kirv, you said you got 6, didn't you?
yeah.
Okay, so going first we have Beau. Now, going first isn't necessarily an advantage here, because you don't see any enemies at this current moment. Whoever might be
But
about...
Beau is very good at perception,
Does not
so
hit.
might be able to find them.
This is true. So, I will have... Well, you know what? That's a good idea. We'll have Beau do a perception roll to...
Is the telepathic bond down, out of curiosity?
Yes. All spells were dispelled. All magic and magic items are disabled, with the exception
Okay,
of
cool.
artifact items such as Black Scorpion and Songwriter. So
Cool.
your Ghost Steel Halberd, it's just a halberd. Your
And my goggles.
your armor and
Just
goggles
goggles.
are just regular things now. The only person who really
Sweet.
isn't affected by this, which is unfortunate when I planned this encounter so long ago, is Beau, because all of his stuff is non-magical, it's just cool gear.
Mhm.
So he can still
Hell
use
yeah.
everything. So, with Beau at the top of the round, Beau will do a perception check to see what exactly you're dealing with. To give you a heads up here. That is a 17. Beau immediately begins to take in the surroundings and surveying the area. And you can... I'll say that Beau in this moment begins to hear the sound of clicking of rifles from nearby buildings.
Ooh.
And you watch as some of the workmen peek up over the top and the shine of barrels begin to point towards you from behind this temporary bunker that they have made.
Awesome.
So, with that, Romulus, it is now your go. As Beau, I'm going to say, is going to hold their action. But I will start putting in some tiles just to help you understand the scale of this.
So we can see them now.
Beau points out and just says, "Get ready." There are weapons and firearms in play, but doesn't necessarily know where all of them come from. You can see these three up here, and these three go to the initiative order, which I will quickly reorganize and move over, because that's something I actually forgot I needed to do. So top of the round was Beau, followed by...
Are these three visible, by the way?
It seems like they are, yes. They've currently got barrels pointed over the top of the area. They have the equivalent of 3/4 cover while they're in there. Running at them and making attacks with melee is something that you can do. Just note that you'll be attacking over a barricade, so they'll still get their 3/4 cover. Unless you were to do, say, for example, as an attack, flip the barricade away.
How big is the barricade?
It looks to be one of... so you know in... like sport events, how they have those big metal barricades that you can, if you had enough people push on them, they'll topple over, but for a single person to lift and throw in some instances is nearly impossible. That's the kind of situation you're dealing with.
What if I was 10 foot tall and really big? Actually, technically larger than 10 foot tall.
Yeah, then by all means, you probably could.
Cool.
So, Mortar, then Carol needs a tile in the initiative order. Followed by Carvan and Oro. That's surprisingly useful to have them. Vinny, Ellie, and Kirv. So far we have the assassins. And I need to do another quick roll because I forgot about them. Okay. It's actually at the end we see the initiative. Aha. Okay. So, what would you like to do, Romulus?
Okay, well, remind me what it is to move through an ally space?
If you can go around them, nothing at all. If you have to move through them, it's difficult terrain. And if you were large, it would also be difficult terrain. It would actually be worse.
That's what I'm fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
I would then like to use my bonus action to Giant's Might.
Okay. Where is Big Romulus? There he is. Where would you like Big Romulus to be? There?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting what I'm putting down.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm now next. I'm now Big Romulus is presumably in a location that is official.
Get real Attack on Titan vibes from this.
They'll be fine, I'm sure.
So, am I at a range whereby with a 10-foot long weapon I could attack them without cover? Or do I need to be taller?
I would say they would still have cover in this instance because you're attacking over a barricade, plus they're in the trench below, so the attack angle is awkward. I'll say they have half cover because you're larger instead of 3/4 cover, so it is still to your advantage now. But
okay, excellent.
Worth noting.
So I am taller than this barricade. This barricade is what, about 7 foot tall, maybe 8?
I'd say not that tall. I'd probably say it's about 6 foot tall, at most. Actually, no, because it's a workman's barricade, so it'd be about 4 foot tall. Sorry, because they're only trying to divert traffic.
That's okay. So I would like to basically use this opportunity to use my attacks to throw these on top of them. So basically push the barricades over. They fall onto them, thus preventing them from immediately shooting, basically.
Okay.
Is the plan.
Also, Vinny,
does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine. Go ahead and make me athletics checks. I'll say the DC for this is... I'll say 12. It's rudimentary, but there's a chance you'll fail with advantage. Do natural ones as possible. Vinny, what is your dexterity?
21.
21, okay. So you go before this one.
So that is a clean 28.
28, okay.
Nice.
The first barricade is pushed back onto these guys, as in that moment with this... Actually, you know what? I'll put him underneath it, because if he gets forgotten, he gets forgotten. As you push the barricade over on top of them, otherwise covering not necessarily the hole perfectly, but enough so that now where they've got their rifle there, it kind of hits them and pushes them down. I'll say they're prone, so disadvantage on attacks, advantage for you, but they'll get the benefit of 3/4 cover because it's covering them. But it's making it a lot harder for them to do anything in this moment.
And second attack on the second
On the other one? Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. Advantage because obviously I'm right. I'm bigged.
You're bigged. Yep.
Biggity
Yeah,
boy.
you're fine.
Okay, cool. That's a 29 this time.
Okay. You push the barricade down onto them. Okay. So,
Nice.
as you rush forward, becoming larger, you, with both hands, just kind of sweep and push both of the barricades onto them before drawing your weapon and taking up a stance, as you've seemingly provided a bit of cover support from the oncoming shots that might be coming your way.
Excellent. Okay. Good. Just to confirm, I believe the weapon I will be using for this is the maul. At this point in time, obviously the Dane axe is still on my back, but I don't really know what the Ghost Steel Halberd will be doing given the mass fuckery.
Yeah, it would just become It will just become a halberd at this point. So it would lose any of its Ghost Steel properties.
Okay. It's still in the loadout, but it's not going to be the main weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Is that your go? That's action, bonus action, and movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Movement. Yep. That's me done.
Okay. After you, with a natural 20, goes this group. So, with that, the one that's prone in this moment, seeing what's going on, is going to look to the others about it and seems to almost look between them, very similar to that of a telepathic bond, and you watch as they begin to not necessarily move away, but begin to prepare to heave these barricades away from them onto the other side to push. So they're going to form a 3-person group check once the last one in their group goes to get rid of the difficult terrain and remove the prone condition.
Can I just confirm, where are they trying to put the...
They're trying to push the barrier in this direction, so they're trying to push it through their other barriers to just kind of knock them over and push it away.
Reasonable.
Yeah, but this is something that they seem to be doing in this particular situation. At this point, you begin to hear the sound of clicking and the cracking of guns as shots are being made at your group. So, I have 3 shots from that building and 2 shots from that building. So, I have 5 shots in all being made here. Actually, no. Some of them can adjust what they're doing. We'll have 3 shots, and then we'll have 2 of them are able to use their molten metal. So, 3 shots. I'm going to make 1 towards... Actually, no. They've got a target. So, 2 at Carol, 1 at Vinny. So, first one at Carol. May I remind you that Carol's AC currently is 12.
But she does have the extra hit points from Song of Rest. Well, not Song of Rest.
No, that's a magical effect.
Oh, she doesn't, does she?
They're gone.
Yeah, so she's got like 8 hit points.
She has 8 hit points. So, the first hit is somehow a 10. Good job, you. You're fired.
Fuck yeah.
Next shot is an 11. Okay, Jamie, you
damn.
chose some good dice today
Good
because
shit.
they did poorly. And versus Vinny, 26. I needed you to shoot. I need you to shoot the target. Thankfully, I get 2 molten metal attacks, so I might get a chance. Okay, so that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you just want to clarify for my armor? I didn't see any sign of any damaging effect.
No.
Once a tunic can only be removed through death is the only thing I have for it.
Oh, okay. So then you'd still have the effect of the armor because the spell magic wouldn't work on it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, still hits, but
Yeah.
wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's good. That's worth noting. Okay, so that's actually max damage. Nice. 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
as the rifle takes the shot towards you. Okay. With that, we then begin the molten metal attacks. So molten metal has shorter range, but they are in a closer building, so that's okay. As
Which
you
building
can,
are they in?
as you see, shooting out of this building here will look to be these kind of streaks of what look to be silver material or metal that otherwise shoots by in this liquid fashion towards Carol. I am going to make 2 versus Carol and 2 versus Ellie. Okay.
Oh no.
In answer to your question, Kirv, yes, it stops all of those.
Okay.
So
That's,
all of them are
interesting.
disabled. Yep. Yeah, don't worry about making modifications to your character sheet. It's quite alright, because depending on how this combat might go, it might be over in a moment. So, 2 attacks versus Carol. That is a natural 2. I'm going to roll the next one on tabletop, because... Break the dice are betraying me. I need... No!
Yes!
I've rolled
Oh
a
my
1,
God,
a 2, a 3, and
they
a
shoot their
4
partner.
on my attack rolls.
I'd
No,
say
they
They
just...
shoot their partner.
They
Carol
just
gets a
fail.
ranged attack against them.
Yeah, Carol gets an attack of opportunity. She gives them a stern look,
the body
and
throw.
they miss.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
do
no.
the body
Wait. You know what happens? She does Kung Fu Panda 2. This molten metal comes towards her, and she flings it back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
You
with
know,
unfortunately, with the nature of this magic, if she were to do that, she would take the fire damage because it would count as touching the molten metal, which does hurt. So she could go down. There's a chance.
She doesn't touch it. She's using her key.
Yeah,
She's now developed.
Sure.
As an inner peace.
Inner piece.
Her inner piece of cake. So, then going to the 2 attacks versus Ellie. Alright, don't betray me just because he chose you today. Hey! Well, okay, apparently pep talk works. Ellie, that is a natural 20 versus you for the first attack for the molten metal. And a dirty 20.
Actually, no, it doesn't. Because... Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I'm going to use a... No, I'm going to use Runic Shield on that.
Keep in mind, this will use your reaction.
Actually,
which means
no,
that if something does hit Carol, then it will go through, and she has 8 hit points. Keep in mind, she is an NPC. She has 2 failed death saves she can make. Which means that attacks while she's down will potentially kill her.
If I go
Fine.
down the path, there's a chance I kill Carol.
I will.
That's fair.
I will not do that then.
Okay.
Good luck, Ellie.
Mark of misfortune on the natural 20, Chris.
You have used your reaction to invigorate Vinny. You do not have a reaction till your turn.
That was before initiative was rolled.
Yes. So you used your reaction before initiative.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. If you use your reaction during a pre-combat situation, then you've used it until it gets around to your turn. It's much the same as if you were to use an uncanny dodge on the effect if it were a fireball, for example. Or, well, fireball's a bad example.
Oh,
but,
gotcha.
Yeah. An
Can
incoming
I put
attack.
in a complaint? So you've got like a box.
You want to complain? Okay, hold on. Where's my ancient dragon tile that I warned you all about?
Well, that was different.
Well, what do you mean?
To be fair, we didn't complain.
No, you're asking. Okay, there's the complaint. Take it up with the complaint box. The complaint box is there, and I will
Content not viewed in your region.
Oh, that's a shame. It's an ancient orange dragon, okay? Let me...
Okay.
Alright, let me...
I believe you.
Okay, hold on. Fine, I'll go get it. Yeah, stream, you get to look at my organisation of tiles here, and it's awful. Dragons... Where's my ancient orange dragon?
Can I get the exact wording of Master Spell? Just because I'm intrigued.
Master Spell? It's
a... because you said you used Master Spell.
Yeah, I did. It's a 6th level spell that casts dispel magic in a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Dispel magic only gets rid of 1 magical effect.
Okay.
I'm just wondering,
spell
like,
affects,
does that mean
that's because it's targeting a
everything?
single thing,
Okay.
whereas Master Spell affects everything in an area.
Okay, I'm just wanting to work out how it works. Okay, so every magical effect in an area.
Yes, but precursor
Okay.
items or artifacts are unaffected by, traditionally, are unaffected by Dispel Magic. Due to the powerful level of this, I went with they get a Constitution saving throw. Same with Terrador and stuff, because they are 7th level spells now, or the equivalent of, so they get the ability to make a save as well versus the DC.
Okay.
There you go. There is your complaint box. He is now viewable in your region. If you would like to lodge a complaint, I will put him on the board and you can walk up to him and find out how that goes. So,
Okay.
What was the DC?
what for the Dispel Magic?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, yeah, I was too off.
That's tough.
Okay, question: why don't we have Master Spell? That sounds like a very useful thing to have.
Because it's a very powerful thing to have, and you guys having it would be insane. Because then I'd never be able to use casters again. At which point, I'm just going to pull out Tyrax.
Right, I'm just pointing out that is a double standard.
That's fair.
Be careful there.
This is the second
He wants
time
to
I've
shoot
been hit by
something.
Master Spell. This is rough.
Okay.
And it's both times on Roni.
The complaint box has gotten closer.
I don't want
It
to.
increases by
Guys,
5.
guys.
I specified not a complaint.
Sounded like it to me.
So,
No,
well,
no such statement.
then get your ears checked.
Ooh.
All right, let's
I
do
am
this.
so
shit.
Insult-
sorry if I kill Carol.
17 points of fire damage to you, Ellie.
Is
Okay,
that
that wasn't
all
so
of the
bad.
damage?
Yeah, that's the natural 20s, all 17 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Hey, these aren't
Yeah,
powerful individuals.
I'm
There's
not
just a
gonna lie,
lot of them, and they have a job to do, which is get rid of Carol.
I hit natural 20 and I'm thinking like easy 40 hit points gone.
Oh
like,
no.
that's
No,
like...
we're not. No. If this guy was here and I said natural 20, then you can be scared. These guys are,
Yeah.
by account, you guys could probably take about 24 of these if you didn't have to worry about Carol. But because you have to worry about Carol,
Deadly enough.
I can just throw them in
Yeah.
because she's a CR 0 creature. Technically
I have a
CR half
question.
now. She has 8 hit points. What was
One
that,
of
Vinny?
these guys is powerful.
Yes, that's true. One of these guys is powerful, or they're using consumables.
Wait. I mean, okay.
They had time to set up traps. With that in mind,
Aren't consumables more generally rarer than the base effect that they produce?
yes, this is true. So, are they using a legendary item for this, for the potential use of dispelling your entire group to try and kill one old lady? Or is it a caster nearby? Who knows?
Guys, there's an item here which allows us to use Master Spell.
Well, if it's a consumable, it will be of a lower rarity. If it's a once per use thing.
Yeah.
Because potions like Supreme Healing Potions, for example, are very, very powerful, but they're one use. So, anyway. With that, that is their go over. So, back to the initiative order for the players. Mortar, you're up.
Okay,
have your
so how
action back.
many thank you. Can we see where the bad guys are?
At this instance, assume that they are... Let me get some more tiles here. I have plenty just in case.
Just so
Yeah,
I have
just
an
in
idea as to...
We will say that, for the moment, assume that you can see the three of them in windows on this building. And you saw two of them from this building. So assume that you have rough line of sight of them. They will have 3/4 cover because they are using windows as the ability to peek round and take shots or throw spells. But they are otherwise using this as like heavier cover to hide themselves. A spell like, you know, Elemental Detonation that was thrown into the middle of them, they may have a little bit more trouble with. But that's also going to take more of a signal should any more individuals be prepared to fight in the future.
Okay, no worries then. Let's see what I have available. I'll start off
Oh, I put him over here.
by casting. I'm going to move. 1, 2,
Regular
3,
dragon for now.
4.
Okay.
Can I? Actually, I'm trying to get all of these guys in a 30-foot cone. Can I do that from here?
That should be doable. Hold on, I'm trying to find my thingamabob. So that would be the straight version. You want the corner version. Bam. Yep. And you can fire it from that corner, which would be...
I can move. I'll move back one just there.
You wouldn't need to move because it can go from any corner of your tile. So there should be fine.
Perfect.
But if you would like to go here, you can. That's up to you.
No, it's okay. I'll stay there. I only moved there anyway, but it gives me a little cover from that side alley there.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Fear at them.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So yeah. So
what saving
see how
throw?
this goes. DC 18.
What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So first one fails. Second one fails. Third one... What was the DC you said?
18.
Fails. Fourth one succeeds. Fifth one succeeds. Sixth one succeeds. Okay, so...
Holy shit.
So, 3 of them in there are...
Save.
As in they've made their save, yeah. So, 3 of them are feared. Seemingly the ones closest to you in this moment have... In this moment, you hear the sound of kind of dropping of weapons and individuals backing off as they begin to move away from the doorway. I will say for the time being, they will be removed from the combat.
So here's the cool thing.
What does Mortar's fear
Here's
look
the
like?
cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mortar casts Fear. He delves deep into that sensation he felt when he died, where he saw only void, and he imbues that into his targets, and they feel that crushing emptiness of realizing that you are the only thing that exists in a world that is so meaningless and empty that, at the end of time, it's, you're not even going to matter. There's no footnote, there's nothing. Just that existential dread he allows to fill them. And then he realizes that people have saved, and because of unending horror, once per turn, whenever I attack or cast a spell, I can force the targets to also make a wisdom save again, or another DC 18 wisdom save will become frightened of me. So this is a double whammy fear effect.
Okay, so which of the 3 that succeeded are you going to try and fear? It doesn't particularly matter. They're all the same, but so one of them will get
anyone. It doesn't matter.
follow-up?
I was going to say I'm not worried.
Okay, so follow-up.
Dealer's choice.
Okay, that is impressive. Either way, they wouldn't succeed based on the top numbers. I managed to cock both dice against one another on the side of my dice tray with a 5 or a 9, so they fail regardless. So what I'll do is I'll flip these 2 over because they represent 2 people each, basically on either side of a window. So these 4 are out of the combat for the time being. These 2, on the other hand, will be here still.
So as all of these, just this feeling of just emptiness just surrounds them. It's not even darkness. It's just nothing. There is no color association with nothing, but there is that absence of everything. And I think that they just hear just a whisper or like a humming, as in like a tune, which just drops them to their knees, almost paralyzed with fears. Just as it invades their minds. And then Mortar, upon taking those guys down, is going to... so these guys up here...
Yes.
Are they on top, or are they inside?
They're in windows. So each of these individuals represents 2 people that are shooting out of windows, effectively, because they're standing on either side of the windows.
So how much movement did I use? 1, 2, 3.
Because you
were
there,
so 2.
You?
So I have 4 spaces left. Yeah.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use
So you've used your action so far for casting a spell.
Yes.
And
I'm going to Adrenaline Surge to gain an additional action using my bonus action.
Yep.
And I'm... Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm then going to use... where is it? I'm going to use Mindstorm as one of my psionic disciplines.
Okay.
So I choose a creature within range that I can see. That creature is barraged with psychic noise, forcing them to make a intelligence saving throw or taking 1d6 psychic damage per void charge spent on this discipline. On a successful save, creature takes half. And then if I use 4 or more, if the creature fails, then for the duration it cannot see beyond 10 feet until it spends an action to clear this effect. I haven't gotten up to the next one yet. So Mortar will spend... he's going to spend 5 void charges and make this guy roll on the insanity table as well.
Okay. So, intelligence saving throw. That is a 4 total.
DC. Okay, so that is a fail. So I'm down to 26 void charges upon using that. So that is going to be, what was it, 1d8, was it?
So
it's 1d6. So it would be
5d6
5d6, sorry.
Yep.
5d6 of psychic. Thank you.
That's alright.
Oof. 12 points of psychic damage, and he rolls on the, I think it's the dangerous segment of the insanity table. Let me just double check.
I have this page saved, hopefully. Or did I move my bookmark?
Dangerous.
I moved my bookmark for my other group. Give me a second.
That's alright. Sorry guys, I thought I'd better just go, hard and fast.
No, you're right. You're right.
This is important.
Course of action.
And cool turn.
I mean, I'm the one holding everyone up, so you don't need to apologise. I'm just trying to find, because this is my old notebook, so all of my stuff is moved. So here it is.
The more stuff we do, the less stuff Chris gets to do.
Roll me a
Very true.
a D. Wait, hold on. Yeah, D20 for this one.
D20, you got it. This could go very badly. That's a 13.
Okay, you hear as this goes off a scream from inside the building, followed by heavy weeping. As the individual is racked with otherwise unstable emotions, they are incapacitated for the remainder of this fight. So, additionally, while they are screaming, their nearby allies have disadvantage on checks that revolve around verbal-based spells. So if you are going to cast any spells and they have a verbal component, these 6 will have disadvantage on the saving throws.
That's huge.
Keep in mind, this is stuff that would usually be affecting Mortar if he rolls on the insanity table. Because when he uses these, it can potentially backfire.
Yeah. So Mortar does that thing with the fear effect. He double whammies them with this fear, this crippling, and then he grabs, or he almost reaches forward and grabs the tether of the fear that he had seeded in the last one. And he almost lashes it like a whip into the mind of the next one there, causing the psychic damage, and he just collapses to his knees and just starts screaming.
Yeah.
And Mortar's eyes just are flickering with purple.
Okay. That's your go, I assume?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. It's now the next group. So, this group have already been knocked out. One of these guys is currently incapacitated. So then this guy is going to... they only have one thing they can do. So they're going to try and... Yeah, they're going to take a shot at Carol. That's more like it. That will be a hit. So.
Except it will not.
What, this is the point. What reaction are people using now? So, Romulus, are you using a reaction?
Yeah. I feel like it's best to start off as I mean to go on. I'm going to. So what? Just out of curiosity, the first attack to hit her would be how much?
Isn't like how much damage or what the overall to hit was? It was a 25 to hit.
Yeah, I'll be using a cloud rune on that one.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I know there's the possibility of like something even more deadly coming through to hit her, but unfortunately, I can't. There's a very slim chance of any attack missing, so I kind of have to put it in as defensively as possible, as early as possible. Sue, which one shot it?
One of the guys from this, from one of the windows up here.
Wasn't this one incapacitated?
One of them is incapacitated on the ground, because remember, each of these represents 2 people.
Oh.
Otherwise, you're just going to be flooded
see.
with tiles.
Right.
Cool.
I mean,
So,
I did get this many ready just in case. You asked for individuality, but I decided against it, so I've just got them.
So I'm going to cloud rune that one and smack it into this fella over here.
The next one over? Okay.
One of them.
Okay. As the... That would have been max damage as well. As the
Nice.
shot fires towards Carol in this moment, you manipulate the air with your cloud rune as the bullet that's shooting through the air is turned and shot back as you hit a... Over the screaming and the crying from that building, you hear the sound of someone grunting with pain as the bullet does 11 points of damage to their friend.
Beautiful.
Good shit.
And it was 12 damage you dealt. Something damage. Okay. Then that one is preparing. These ones have been taken care of. That is that. It is now Carol's go. Carol, for the purposes of this, can take the dodge action or the dash action. What would you like her to do?
Vinny maybe make the call.
Yep.
That's fair.
I'm inclined to say dodge. I think she's safer by us than away from us. And I still have intercept to help reduce any damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. I will...
Is it possible for her to move behind someone?
I was going to say moving into the middle of you guys to potentially gain some cover is something that she can do. So I'll say that she has half cover from people with people around her.
If it weren't for the 3 under the thing, I'd say have her come near me. But yeah, no, it's probably in the middle is the best cover she can get at the moment.
Okay. So she'll go there and she'll take the dodge action. Okay. We now move on to Carvern and Oro. Oro in this moment.
Oh, unrelated. I do have one question. Did these people under the barrier? Are they prepared? Did you say they were preparing to throw it, or that they had thrown it behind them?
They're basically all holding their action until all 3 of them can move the 2 barricades.
I know we've already passed the turn, so completely fine if you just want to say no. Would it be an idea to have Carol dash and go past them?
She could.
The other side.
Note that there is still
don't really
dirt
know
and
what's
rubble
beyond
and
though.
stuff beyond here, so we're potentially looking at difficult terrain plus potential other ambushes that might be in place.
True, but they place these barriers, so it's less likely that they'd have a backup behind that one than they would have it down the other alleyways that they've, driven us towards.
Possibly.
Simon's call.
But yeah, I'll say Simon's call in this instance, given the nature of
Just
this.
wanted to raise it as an option.
Yeah, it's an option for sure.
It's a possibility, but I want that to be something that we do
Together, in concert.
together. Yeah.
But
I
reasonable.
don't know
Just
what's
for a
going to
mention.
happen with those barricades, given that they're heavy enough that it's almost impossible for one person to move one. I'm not sure how easy 3 people moving 2 is going to be.
They're basically just going to be
Reasonable.
trying to slide them over so that they can get enough maneuverability to peek back out. So it's not like they're trying to completely move them from A to B. They're just trying to shift them enough to be able to peek out again. They're still got to make athletics checks, so we'll see how they do. Just double checking Carvern. So Carvern has to get in melee to be able to really do much to help here. Okay. I will say that Carvern will move here to provide that cover bonus from these individuals. Nice. And Carvern is just going to rage. Because that will provide enough of a... that will provide her with a bit of extra health to work with in the event anything happens. As... let's see, who shows up? Okay. As you see what looks to be a ghost begins to form around her shoulders and just above her, as you recognize Nails, I think it is. Otherwise floating nearby.
Nails?
Was it Nails?
Yeah, one of his backstory characters.
Oh, sorry.
Which character, sorry?
Was it Nails? The gnome.
Numbers.
Numbers. Sorry.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oro, on his turn, is going to have to roll a d20 to see if he can do anything. No. As Oro's belt of storm giant strength fades, you watch as the old man appears with 6 strength, wearing plate armor and carrying heavy weapons, suddenly can't do anything for 10 minutes.
Oh no.
Real strong look.
Can we dispel magic or dispel magic?
No, that's not how it works, unfortunately. You can reinvent a spell called Reinvent Magic or Reinstill Magic if you want, but might be a bit tricky. With that in mind, Vinny, you are now up.
Ellie, that should go on the list. That should go on the list. Undispel magic?
Undispel magic, yeah. So, Vinny, what's the plan?
Okay, it's just one group left in this building, right?
Yeah, one group of 2 left in this building, and then the 6 of them are still in this building.
Okay, I want to clear this building out and then get Carol in.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea.
Okay, how high up are they?
They're probably like second story, so you're looking at 12 feet up at most. Also just realised I might need to update some tiles here. No, they should be okay for the most part. Let me just do this. Apologies if anybody crashes from me doing this. I'm just updating tiles. I'm sorry.
Oh,
so
God.
I've just realised I need to do this.
Oh.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, you're making it work for it.
Yeah, it's doing it. Alright. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I've just realised otherwise you might not be able to see the tile, and that's a problem. The dramatic flair we lost.
Okay. Right. How scalable is this wall looking?
You could run up it quite easily. You run towards it, jump from one windowsill to the other. There will be an acrobatics check involved for sure, but it's doable.
Okay.
I'll also say on Carol's turn, she goes to click the boots of speed, but nothing happens.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, on a natural 1 on acrobatics, I get an 11. On anything else, I'm pretty sure I'm good. So rather than trying to run up the stairs, I'm going to try and engage this last group up here directly.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So you're
Alright, I'm going to call out to the group. We're sitting ducks out here. Make sure the door isn't trapped before you all move. as I'm going to run, guess,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30, bonus action dash. Even if it's difficult terrain, I should make it with 5 feet to spare to get here.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me
You
an
see a
acrobatics
bunch
check.
of guys in there just like trembling on the ground.
Yeah, at this point well, actually no, because they'd be separate rooms. But in this instance, you otherwise hear the sound of individuals who have dropped weapons and are in the process of running. But go ahead and roll me that acrobatics check to see if you can make it in through the window. Easy peasy.
Okay.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, easily for you. You run towards it, jump, hook yourself up and into, and as you land, you can see two of them there. One of them has a rifle ready, and the other one seems to have been preparing or kind of focusing on an incantation, presumably the molten metal that they just used, as the two of them kind of lock eyes with you in this moment. Notably, now that you can get a better view at what they look like, they just look like people. They are wearing what looks to be regular garments, what look to have nothing covering or hiding their face at all, save for just kind of a simple scarf that's kind of hooked a little bit near their chin that they can easily pull up if need to. They just look like regular people. They aren't wearing any robes, they aren't culty by any nature, but they look like
they're
people.
professionals.
So they're professionals.
Mm-hmm. This ain't no ragtag bullshit.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use my action to attack the caster.
Okay. Go ahead and make me the attack roll.
Okay, the effects of Songwriter still apply, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Don't suppose there's a way I can engage him so that I'm not directly adjacent to his buddy.
There is. It will potentially prompt an attack of opportunity. It would most likely just be them punching you because they're using their rifle or hitting you with the rifle stock. But it's a risk
I'll
you can
risk
take.
it.
Yeah. Okay. You move out and around. Okay. Attack of opportunity with rifle stock. Hey, that's actually not bad. What's their strength though? Because they use the dex for everything. And they're hitting with melee. Does a... So, reduce the to hit by that much. So, does a 17 hit you?
No.
No. They go to swing with the rifle
Too
stock
well.
as you duck out of the way into kind of a natural spin as your Blade of Songwriter begins to cut towards the caster. Who in this moment just kind of brings up their hands almost as if trying to perform some form of protective spell.
That is a 21.
Okay. Given the nature of this, I'll say that they reflexively cast Shield, which increases their AC to 21, so it still hits, but they reflexively do so to try and protect themselves. So how much damage does that do?
Okay.
So, got the advantage on the D8, I believe,
Yep.
for a Songwriter. So we're looking at... Ooh, 2 more damage, nice.
And I'm going to I'm going to defensive flourish.
Okay, go ahead and give me that D8 roll. Okay, 3. So 25 plus...
Plus 7, so 32.
Ooh, they are critically wounded.
Nice.
Just just going to do that so I mark which ones have taken damage. There we go. As you spin towards the caster, take that strike. It is a hefty blow, and you can see that you cut through both the arcane shield and what arcane armor they have, as it otherwise cuts across their chest, black and red, otherwise smattered in the kind of a thick arc, before taking up that defensive flourish as your two blades kind of ting together in that moment, taking up the defensive stance, and they're not built for this. They were built for an assassination mission, which right now things are not going their way. I mean, they are to an extent.
Okay.
Yeah. Credit where credit is due. They're doing very good at being in a position to kill Carol. It is just that we have lucked out at points.
A little bit, yeah. Although that might be about to change. We'll see.
Also, he wasn't insta-killed by that, which means he's not a commoner that's been taken over.
This is true.
Very true. Professional assassin.
So,
yeah.
I'd like, just thinking this now off the table, I'd like someone alive to interrogate.
Yes, that was my plan.
Feel free to make it hurt for the rest of them.
That's fair. Okay. Is that the end of your go?
That is my turn, yes.
Okay.
I don't believe I would have any movement left after that.
Okay. We then move on to, not to this group, but to a hidden group, which for the time being, you do not know about. As to discover them, you're going to have to go through several group checks to try and find. As in this moment, there is a crack that takes the air. And Mortar, you're not necessarily, you're familiar with weapons to a degree.
Yeah.
This isn't your standard weapon. As you hear this crack, this splitting sound, I'll say that you understand that you're dealing with some level high-grade sniper rifle.
Yeah.
At this
Well,
point.
like, do I think it's arcane in build?
Potentially.
Arcane rifle?
The main thing to
Right,
note
okay.
is that to hit Carol...
Hmm.
Let's quickly scroll to their attack. So, to hit Carol, that was a 29 to hit.
Where were they shooting from?
You have no idea.
I'm more thinking, does Carol benefit from any cover from Carver or Kirv?
The individual has sharpshooter, and they have used steady aim so that they do not have to suffer the disadvantage.
Yep, okay. Yeah, they're not going to be within 30 feet of me, are they?
No!
With the
They
sniper
have
rifle.
sharpshooter and a sniper rifle. You can assume that they are at the very least 300 feet
I
away.
can do the math. I can do the math.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, does anybody have anything to potentially protect Carol here? This is a shot that is going to hit.
I'm out of reactions.
Yep. Romulus is out of reactions.
I
Apart
have
from
one, but they're out of
intercept.
range.
I can, but does that work
can
with a bullet?
intercept.
I'm not sure.
You can intercept. It
It's
will
an
reduce
attack.
the damage.
But it'll only reduce the damage. Don't
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah.
But it might save a life. It might save a life.
It might.
Mhm.
As a note, I'm not getting sneak attack because of the dodge, being able to go through, which notably, from this individual shot, would have been 8d6 bonus damage.
I don't like that.
So if you do the math, that means they're at the very least 15th level. So this is where the powerhouse comes in.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll your d10 for intercept. Is there any other reactions people would like to do in this instance to try and protect Carol?
I
Do I
have
have anything?
nothing.
I was going to say, a lot of my stuff is within closer range, so I don't think I have anything in particular.
Yeah. Final
Yeah,
functions
Mark
from
of
our
Misfortune
elementals.
is within 30 feet, so...
Does Beau have anything?
That is a good question that I do not know the answer to. Let me check.
We could have I'm just gonna say we could have a really cool moment where Beau shoots a bullet out of the air.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He does have sharpshooters, to be fair.
Only you can decide to make this happen.
Looking through his stuff, no, he doesn't have anything.
Dang.
And it
You
will be
know
9,
what?
by the way.
I'll say
Damage
he was
reduced by
holding
9.
his action for an attack that was necessary in the moment. I would like someone to roll me a d20, please. Beau is trying to beat the to hit of the bullet. So,
Vinny, I think
Don't
that's
lie,
for
mate.
you.
go ahead and roll me one of Beau's d20s. See what we get. Given the difficulty of this is probably going to be a 19 or a 20 situation. As he goes to shoot, his gun jams.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
And Vinny, I'm sorry that the dice are not with you today. That is the third natural one that you have rolled.
Oh.
Maybe technically your
Unfortunate.
fourth. But
Yeah.
okay. So how much damage are you reducing it by?
I think it was 9. I
Oh,
think.
9, sorry, yeah.
9. Yeah.
9.
It's a long shot, but Chris, can I spread my wings to absorb some of the damage?
You
It's
are
not
too
a thing
far
that I've got,
away.
but I want to. Oh
Right.
yeah, she moved away, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair.
9 damage. He has 8 hit points. You watch as, in this moment, as the molten metal shot careens from somewhere, from a high altitude, potentially flying over buildings, potentially just traveling on a good eye line. Reducing it by 9 does not stop it from doubling her health. As in this moment, the shot catches in her chest, and you watch as there's this tiny piece of almost silver that cauterizes the wound as it travels through. And Kirv, as you've lifted your blade to try and intercept, it's not necessarily caught the blade in this moment, but as it comes out the back, it shatters her spine and explodes outwards with the detonation of a hollow point. As it hits, Ellie, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. You have the +6 for this. As a note, because she doesn't have Death Ward, Carol is now dead.
Yeah.
Okay, dex save. Oh, I have a +10. 16.
16. In this moment, as the shot sprays backwards over Kirv, over you in this moment, in the most free adjacent spot that was from the direction of the bullet, a giant silver slime forms and otherwise congeals on the floor, beginning to wrap around you. You take...
No.
You take 10 points of cold damage as it begins to wrap around you, and you can feel the skin beginning to be affected by cold burns and blisters. Okay. That is the end of... Actually, no. They have a second action. Yeah. Vinny. You hear in your head in this moment a sending. Our task here is done. We've killed your mother. That was all we were paid to do. Cease your attacks and we will kill no more of your friends. You can bring her back if you wish. We will not kill her again. But consider it a warning.
I think Simon's gone.
Has Simon gone for that dramatic reveal?
Oh, bummer. Yeah.
Simon isn't here. Hope he's okay.
I do as well. I'm going to message him. For the session, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. We'll have to see. Alright, bye.
Take care.
Bye.